Today I have Lillian, my neighbor, with me, and my friend, and so we're going to be linking her channel in the description, but also she's going to be telling you now. So
it is Lillian with a capital L and then Rose with a capital R and 2741@gmail.com.
And that'll be linked in the description as well. So today we're going to be making Nutter Butters, homemade Nutter Butters, and these are going to be so cute. I found these on Pinterest, and so this is what you need. The first thing that you need is 1 cup of butter,
1 cup of peanut butter,
1 cup of granulated sugar,
1 cup of brown sugar,
2 eggs,
2.5
cups
of flour,
1 teaspoon of baking powder,
1/2 teaspoon of salt,
and 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda.
and
Any kind of like baking spatula,
a fork,
2 different sized, or any size, but I'm going to be using 2 different sized spatulas. This one using to scrape the peanut butter out of that thing. Cookie sheet.
yeah, and a mixer.
And one last thing, any kind of mixer. I'm using my KitchenAid mixer. And lastly, you need extra peanut butter to put between the 2 cookies and press them together. So let's get started. Okay. So now for the first step, you cream together the butter, peanut butter, sugars, which is the granulated sugar and brown sugar, and then we beat in the eggs. Yes. So first we're going to be putting in the butter. You want to do that?
You can.
Okay.
I'm going to get butter on my fingers because it feels disgusting.
Yes. So this is 1 cup of butter.
It's a little bit more than softened. It's sort of melted.
But that's okay, I think. It won't make that much of a difference. Sorry.
Even though I got butter on my shirt.
Okay.
And it looks delicious. So far, so good.
No.
So far, not delicious.
So if you want to do the sugars, then should I just do this?
Yep.
And then you can do the eggs. Okay, so now for the peanut butter, use your little spatula and just take all of this out, and you want to cream all of these ingredients together.
Yep.
So
As you can
doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but that's good enough. So
now for the
sugars.
And now for the sugar. This is my favorite part, if I can do this.
Oh my gosh.
And as you can see, it's stuck together. If you would like to see more.
A chunk of brown sugar because we had to pack it. So,
and it tastes really good.
Okay.
My hand.
Okay, so now we have all of our ingredients in here, and we have the
If you would like to.
and then we have our eggs in there, 2 eggs, and now we just have to cream together our ingredients and make sure that this is unlocked, and put this on, and then sit it down, lock it up, and cream it together.
And go from smallest setting to the highest setting.
Yeah.
And it smells really good. Doesn't look too
It's
great.
all 6. Okay, now we have to beat in the eggs. So get the eggs and pour them 1 at a time. I have to talk a bit loud. Or 2 at a time. Oh well.
It's going really fast.
Okay. Okay, so now that it's all creamed together, let's move on to the next step. Okay, so Lillian, explain what the next step is.
We're going to sift all of these ingredients right into a
The
bowl.
flour, baking powder, salt, and baking soda.
Yes.
And we're going to be sifting them together into this large bowl.
If you don't know what sifting is, I don't know
Yeah.
how to tell you. Can you see me through this?
Okay, and you just like tilt that thing. I have a really bad one, not like that. I have a really bad one, but I know. Okay.
I'm
Probably
sorry.
has one of the better.
I'm just like really fond of this. Okay.
Okay, so now sit this in here, and well, we might want to hold it up a little bit. Pour the flour in. Here, pour the flour in. Pour that in, and then I'll pour this in. And then some of this, and then some of this, and then some of this. And you want to sift it together, so do it at separate times. And it's fun like that. You can do all that. Okay. Then this,
And that.
and then the rest of
Yeah,
this, and then the rest of this.
And then the rest of this.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now just go like that and just crank it. Yeah. Okay, so
And this is actually really fun.
she's on like a rocking thing right now, so that's why she looks pretty short because she's kneeling on it. But not like that. Okay. That's okay.
Not to sift too much, ladies and gentlemen. Do not repeat this at home. Sifting too fast will lead to deathly dangers.
What?
And just flour splatters. And as you can see, it's creating a mountain. And we're sifting, and we're sifting.
And we're sifting. Okay.
And
Okay,
it's
that's
not
okay.
quite finished.
It's okay.
And I think we're finished now.
Yeah.
Okay, now, this is my favorite part.
What are you doing?
Can you see it? Can. That's not safe.
Okay, now
Now who's
just
the smart one?
want to lift this up after
And pour
this is creamy, and actually,
in.
yeah, pour it in.
I'm so sorry my head was in the way for a bit.
Okay, pour that in, and then we're gonna start off at the lowest setting until it gets mixed in a lot. So, yeah, start off at the lowest setting because if it is not, then your flour will go everywhere like you
this.
saw right
Like-
here. So start off at stir, like I'm doing. If you have a kitchen,
And you can see.
just don't put your fingers in it. Then you die, and you don't want to die.
Okay, it smells really good, and I hope you can smell this through the camera. I wish you could. Like, I'm gonna create a camera that does that. But it smells really good, and I hope it tastes good. Because I already tasted it.
Yeah, when there wasn't
And I can taste
the
the
dry
sugar.
ingredients in.
I can taste the sugar, and it didn't taste good.
She's just a crazy girl.
And we're sifting, and we're sifting.
We're not sifting. This
We're not
is mixing, and a piece just flew on the floor.
I'm sorry, we are just out of it today. Whoa, I almost fell over.
Oh God,
So,
this is perfect. No, it actually is.
mission. It really is perfect. Now, get after the little tester spoons.
What are you talking about?
We have our little tester spoons.
Children don't do this
Little
anymore.
tester spoons, even though they're not tester spoons.
Ugh.
For you?
Thanks.
For the cameraman.
Camera woman, which is my sister.
And my sister too.
Your sister too. We're in my house.
It's just like this. And it's also my house.
No, it isn't.
Okay, this is my second home if you haven't.
My second home is her.
Okay. My house is your house and your house is my house. The more we get together, the happier we'll be.
Got it.
This is really good. You want to try it?
Okay, so
okay. Trying it.
now, since this is all mixed in as cookie dough, we're just going to go on to the next step. So, yes.
This is so good.
Okay, so Lillian is just scooping them out onto this plate or onto this cookie sheet, 3x4 to make 12 on each cookie sheet, and you just roll them out
Into
to make a
balls
ball.
of cookie dough.
Yeah.
Sorry about the noise.
And then you take your fork, okay, and take your first cookie and go like this and like squish it down, and then take the other, do it the other direction and squish it down, and then
Mine
you
look good.
squish it together to make it look like a peanut.
And as you can see, it does look like a peanut. Well,
And
yes.
you can just shape it more to make it look just like a peanut. And then, what do you do?
Squish it in there so it looks more like a peanut. And really, it's quite simple. Doesn't matter what fork you use. Just squish it in.
A little fork, any kind. Just squish, squish, and squish. Okay. And you want to finish up these, and then on 375, well, preheat the oven to 375 and bake these for 10 minutes. Okay, so sadly Lillian had to leave, and so I'm going to be having to do 2 of the Nutter Butters. And so what you have to do to spread the peanut butter on is just take a icing spatula and flip your cookie over to the back, and then just get some peanut butter onto the cookie. And so just spread it all along the cookie, and if you make them right, then they should look like peanut butter. I mean, then they should look like peanuts. And so there's one, and we're going to be sticking them together in a minute. So let's do the next one. So just like this, and then that's good. And then lastly, take your other one that matches it and just sit it right on top, and it's like a little Nutter Butter, homemade Nutter Butter, and they should be really good. We already tried one of the cookies, so these look delicious, and I'm gonna have to try one. And so hope you guys liked the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and bye guys.